straightforward.
I heard that. So, we're over here at the Topgun Largecar Shootout, and we're here with the person that puts on the show, and I know that there's a lot of history behind this show. Can you please introduce yourself?
I'm DeVito Wrights. I'm the widow of Tom Wrights, who started this show 14 years ago. This truck is it's all about the money. The floor in the truck matches the fenders. Tom was one of the first ones to have a one-piece floor. Tom would wax a little bit here, a little bit over here, and then have somebody come and they'd have to do it all to get rid of his. God. He wanted to rebuild it one more time. When Tom got this truck, he was 286 pounds. He held that stack to his mouth and yelled, "Hello!" He was just so excited. And it had more. If Tom had to do something manual on this truck, he found out how to do it mechanically.
More people know you than you think.
A lot more people know me than I know them.
Isn't that what always happens when you build something amazing?
But I think they knew me because of Tom.
I think you're a big part of Tom, though. Besides his truck, who did he love the most?
Well,
you have to think about it. That's why I brought in. That's why I said the truck first.
Yeah. It used to be the truck, his Harley, his daughter, and then I might come in there about fourth or fifth. Is there another row after this one? Let's go see.
Let's go see.
Tom and I appreciated a lot of things, but trucking was. I rode with him the last 3 or 4 years of his life, maybe longer. We were together 24/7. I spent a lot of time in the bunk.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Because I had pissed him off. Yeah, he'd not talk to me for 3 or 4 states.
3 or 4 states.
Yeah.
And
if I'd be sitting I'd read a lot. So I'd be sitting there reading in the seat beside him, and he'd just keep talking like I was listening. What a day. He could solve world problems. Needless to say, Tom died on July 28th in 2018. And of course, Tom was everything, so it's taking a long time to get over Tom.
You'll never get over Tom. No. It's not about that. I think it's about just his memory and.
Yeah, but 4 months later, my daughter died. And I know people have had it a lot worse, but I think I'm really a big baby. You say I'm a toughie?
I think so.
No. But this is my life. For 4 days or 3 days every year, I get my life back.
That's great. That's great. So, and we talked off camera, and you said the first show was 30 local trucks.
Yep, 36.
36 local trucks.
Yep.
14 years later, how many trucks are here today?
I haven't even asked because I don't want to jinx it, but I think we got over 200.
200.
And in the light parade last night, we had 102.
I'll tell you. I actually counted. It was 105.
Wow.
It was the biggest convoy of 2021.
They honor me. They humble me. And they make me so damn proud. It's unbelievable.
That's great.
I'm pretty straightforward.
I heard that. So, you know, we're over here at the Topgun Largecar Shootout. And we're here with the person that puts on the show. And I know that there's a lot of history behind this show. Can you please introduce yourself?
I'm DeVito Wrights. I'm the widow of Tom Wrights, who started this show 14 years ago. Tom was a hell of a man. He drove. He could do a number of things, but he liked to talk most of all.
I love that.
So he was my hero. When he got his last truck that he had, I thought we were finally going to have something that had a warranty and that we would be better situated. And then the boxes started coming in, and I thought we were opening a chrome shop. And instead, Tom put all that on this truck and started showing trucks. It was an experience that was awesome. We met so many great people, and they'd help us to show the truck. And it was genuinely fun. Our first show was Louisville. And of course, Tom went in first show. And he took first place, but you look around and say, what in the hell am I doing here? Our truck don't even compare to any of these. Well, he showed at Louisville for 4 or 5 years, maybe longer, and he always took a trophy. But there's a lot of politics, and there's a lot of politics at a lot of the shows, and it made Tom uncomfortable. He wanted to be treated with respect and honor what he does. So that's why Tom started this show. And our show, to me, is like a big family get-together. People come back year after year, and they have fun, but yet they're working so hard on their trucks to take a trophy. I guess I have kept the show going because Tom came home to put this show on specifically in the last week of his life, and he died the morning of the show. And what else could I do? What else could I do?
But you are such a strong woman. You are.
I don't know. Stop. That's my brother.
Is that your brother?
Yeah.
I love it. That's brother right there.
Yep.
So I'm sure brother has been a good, big support.
Yes, he sure has. Needless to say, Tom died on July 28th in 2018. And of course, Tom was everything, so it's taking a long time to get over Tom.
You'll never get over Tom.
No.
It's not about that. I think it's about just his memory and.
Yeah. But 4 months later, my daughter died.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
And I know people have had it a lot worse, but I think I'm really a big baby. You say I'm a toughie?
I think so.
No. But this is my life. For 4 days or 3 days every year, I get my life back.
That's great. That's great.
So-
You know, and we talked off camera, and you said the first show was 30 local trucks.
Yep, 36.
36 local trucks.
Yep. And Tom's-
14 years later, how many trucks are here today?
I haven't even asked because I don't want to jinx it, but I think we got over 200.
200.
And in the light parade last night, we had 102.
I'll tell you. I actually counted. It was 105.
Wow.
It was the biggest convoy of 2021.
They honor me. They humble me. And they make me so damn proud. It's unbelievable.
That's great.
This show is talked about from coast to coast. And Tom would be crying just like I am.
I think this is amazing. You know, no, I appreciate you for everything.
Thank you.
You know, and you know, we talked about this off camera, but what does this symbolize right here?
Okay, Tom's favorite nurse at Barnes, he was at Barnes for almost a year, made him an angel. And so I keep the angel with me. And my daughter had a pink scarf. So I put it on here so they're there. They were the loves. So, I don't know if we're going to continue after this year. This year's been really hard on me.
You know, honestly, I think it's a great way to keep his memory alive. You see my smile behind the camera?
Yeah, and you're just going to make me feel guilty and have it again.
I'll tell you this, if you need help with it in any way, you know, my mama and my neighbor watch me on YouTube and TikTok, but besides that, I'll get more followers and we'll keep this going.
You can just hear Tom in every aspect of this show in your ear saying, can I cuss?
You say whatever you like.
He would say, what the fuck? And, dumb son of a bitch. But he called himself that. You just had to know Tom. You had to know him. He started something.
I think it's something amazing. After 14 years.
And you'll see swimming pools here. You will see tricycles or bicycles on the asphalt just left by the kids because they'll come back and get them. They feel safe here. Look at the parking lot.
I'll tell you that. And you know, at the end of this, you know, I really appreciate you just for
Anytime.
letting people know what this show really means.
Yeah, it's a family. This ain't a truck show, it's a family. Place to come and have fun. We had last year's show, we had one of the only shows last year.
I heard about that.
We had 175 trucks. Those trucks deserve to be honored by us and get a little bit of a break and have fun. They needed the breather. And we were more than happy we jumped through hoops to have that show. And we did it in 45 days.
I love it.
So, yeah. I had a little more time this year. Oh, God.
Let's show people around a little bit.
We have anything and everything. In a couple weeks is the farm show. And I don't even come out to it because once you've been around this many truck drivers, you just really don't want to be around all those farmers, would you? So, my brother's here. My sister will be here from Oklahoma. It's just, they all thought, my mom, let's see, she was in her 80s when we started this. And she thought we were nuts. What's that costing you? You know, old German. And she ended up coming out here every year and folding shirts and sell shirts, and then I'd take her for a ride around. And after 2 or 3 years, well, she first said that she'd never seen that many $100 bills in one place. And then she was like, I get why you do it. I get why you do it. So, and that's it.
Well,
that's our baby.
This is the one.
Tom's truck.
This is Tom's truck. The one that started it all.
Yep. It's got still some things done to it that nobody's ever done.
You know, I honestly think that you should be the one taking the picture in front of this for the thumbnail.
No.
Huh? No?
That was Tom's truck. I told him I'd drive a tandem when I got out of financing houses. Well, he built me a tandem. I'd never drove a truck before. It was one of the prettiest tandems around. Tom never did anything small. It's like I wanted a pond in my backyard, but I wanted like 250 gallon. Well, Tom said, we ain't messing with that shit. I ended up with heavy equipment in the backyard. I had 3,500 gallons of pond.
I tell you.
Thank you. Yeah. That's my favorite truck. Super Freak. They give me a hard time about it.
Oh yeah?
I got a special sign for Super Freak, and I did a puzzle of him. Super Freak's a him.
Now we know.
Yep.
Got a lot of trucks.
Yeah.
And then all the way in the back as well. We got a lot of bikers too.
Yes, we have a bike show Saturday afternoon. This is the Dinosaurs out of Champaign-Urbana. And they help us with traffic and different stuff like that. We've never had a fight, never had an argument.
Let's take them through the back a little bit just to show them just how big this show really is.
Okay.
Is it possible?
Yeah.
I think more people know you than you think.
A lot more people know me than I know them.
Isn't that what always happens when you build something amazing?
But I think they knew me because of Tom.
I think you're a big part of Tom, though. Besides his truck, who did he love the most?
Well,
you have to think about it. That's why I brought in. That's why I said the truck first.
Yeah. It used to be the truck, his Harley, his daughter, and then I might come in there about 4th or 5th. Is there another row after this one? Let's go see.
Let's go see.
I don't know. I usually don't get out amongst the trucks.
Really?
We used to have to wash trucks over there, and then they'd have to cross the runway.
Uh-huh.
Well, they gave Tom a 2-way radio.
We got another row.
And Tom got in trouble with the 2-way radio.
Uh-oh. Yeah, you have another row back here.
Yep. We've got some trucks, and they're beautiful. One's prettier than the next. And, yeah, I just wouldn't want to judge. And it's a little hot, but look at them sitting under their tents and drinking some nice cold beers.
Oh, yeah.
It's just, like I say, it's an honor to have them here. Tom and I appreciated a lot of things, but trucking was, I rode with him the last 3 or 4 years of his life, maybe longer. We were together 24/7. I spent a lot of time in the bunk. arrested.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Because I had pissed him off.
Is that right?
Yeah. Not right now, hon. Thank you. Yeah, he did. Not talk to me for 3 or 4 states.
3 or 4 states.
Yeah.
You know.
And if I'd be sitting I'd read a lot. So I'd be sitting there reading in the seat beside him, and he'd just keep talking like I was listening. What a day. He could solve world problems.
That's great.
Yep. I'm going to speed up a little bit. Get around him. I'd like to know where these young people come up with the money to do all this stuff.
Sometimes they don't have the money, they just love it so much. And they love supporting a show that supports them.
Well, we're one of the cheapest shows around, too. You can come to this show for $40.
$40.
$40.
Because a lot of shows these days, and I hate to say it, they're about making money.
I try to give them the best of what I can get. Even our DJ in that has come to know many of these people. The first year he did the announcements on Sunday morning for winners. It was he called our Bob. You know what I mean? He called them bobtails. He called them bobcats.
Bobcats.
And Tom was like, tails, tails, Bob, tails.
Well, what's the best memory you have of Tom?
Oh my God.
Any that come to mind? Look at those smiles people give you.
Well, they know I can be pretty ditzy and dumb, and
never that. I think I think if that's the role you're trying to play, you're playing it on purpose.
No, I have some real ditzy moments. Look at that. Isn't that friggin' awesome?
Yeah, we got to get one wrap around at Tom's truck one last time. I think that's the best way to end this interview, huh? Oh, we're dying?
No. We're gas.
Oh, then you're good.
This truck is it's all about the money. The license plate on the front of my golf cart is from this truck. The floor in the truck matches the fenders. Tom was one of the first ones to have a one-piece floor.
Can we walk around the truck? I mean, I know you know everything about this truck.
Braden would get here. The truck doesn't have door handles.
How do you get in?
I'd tell you, but then I'd have to kill you.
I heard that. Maybe we could get a exclusive and get that door, and I think that'd be a great way to end it.
Do I have my purse in here? No. If Braden would come, he could open it. Because the floor matches, the back floor has a big Peterbilt emblem on it. Yeah. And in the closet it says, gonna need a bucket.
Ah, I love it. Yeah.
She's a little rough, but she's still proud, isn't she?
I think she's lovely.
Tom would wax a little bit here, a little bit over here, and then have somebody come and they'd have to do it all to get rid of his. God. He wanted to rebuild it one more time. When Tom got this truck, he was 286 pounds. He held that stack to his mouth and yelled, "Hello!" He was just so excited, and it had more. If Tom had to do something manual on this truck, he found out how to do it mechanically and had it done. It was Tom's dream. Never brought it home dirty. So we spent most of our time in the shed cleaning on the truck. I have never wanted this show to be a memorial to Tom. Tom's memory is here, But that's it. He just wants it to get bigger and better.
Why should people come back to the show?
We're fun. We are fun. I've had more hugs today from sweaty people than ever in my life. And you know how long it's been since I've had a good hug. So this just is awesome.
So if you come next year, because she's thinking about having the show next year,
We're working on it. We'll see.
come because you want to have some fun.
Yes, relax and have fun with good people. Every dang one. And you're never a newcomer. Never. We welcome you.
That's great. No, thank you. Oh my God. Thank you so much. You know.
Thank you. I hope it's okay.
You better stop. It was amazing. What is your name, sir?
Randy Victory.
How long you been coming to the show?
Since 2010, 11.
You know, what does this show mean to you, sir?
I love every minute of it. It's about one of the best ones you can go to.
Love that. That's great. You know, when the word Tom comes to mind, how would you describe him?
Tom was one of the nicest guys and coolest guys you can ever meet. I mean, he was there for you. He'll call you day and night. It didn't make no difference. If you had a problem or he had a problem, he'll call and just talk it out. I mean, and he knew about trucking from top to bottom. Tom was a great guy.
You know, if he were to see the truck show of what it's become now, what do you think he would say?
He's seeing it now. He's above us right now seeing it, and he's loving every minute of it. He's sitting up there dancing around like,
I love
we got it going.
I need you in your natural state.
I hope you got a good filter to make me look pretty.
I heard that.
Natural state, you better get him a freaking recliner chair.
Hey, there it is.
This is why I don't like you people.
Hey, I tell you. So, when the word Rantoul Truck Show, we're talking Top Gun, Largecar. What does that mean to you, brother?
Oh, me and this show and this family go back quite a while, and it's my favorite show. The people here are awesome. I honestly can't say enough about the family. Miss Davita, absolutely love her like she's my own mom. Like I said, long story short, me and the family go back a really long time, and I like to get as many of my club guys out here and enjoy. It's not far from home. It's only a couple hours from home, but it's top shelf people with top shelf rides. And we had talked before about truck shows and attitude, and there's no attitude here. These people, if you walk around from truck to truck and talk to anybody here, it's not about the show. It's about Tom and Davita. It's about Tom's legacy. Tom always wanted to put on an amazing show and did it from the jump, and then when Tom passed away, Davita wasn't sure she was going to carry on with it, which I can relate to because that's how I felt with the club when Mario passed away. And she's carried on with it with a lot of help from a lot of good people, but it's the best show, man. To me, it really is the best show. I love coming here. I look forward to it every single year.
No, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Absolutely.
What's your name, sir?
Troy Huddleston.
No. How long have you been coming to this truck show?
I was here at the first one. I've been here forever. Been a good show. Been a good one.
Throughout all these years, the show just keeps on getting bigger, brother.
It does. It grows. Guys like coming. I mean, it's a good time. We always have a good time at Rantoul every year. I only missed 1 year out of all the years. I had to miss one, but other than that, I've been at every one of them. Always a good time. Plenty of friends. It's what I consider my hometown show because it's less than 2 hours from my house. So perfect. Why not? The air base is cool where we're at. There's a lot of nice backdrops for photos and things like that. It's awesome. I can't just say enough about it. It's good.
I love it, man. So when you hear the word, Tom, what's the one word that comes to mind?
Well, Tom and I were friends for years, even way before the show. And he called me he used to call all the time, but he called me one day and he goes, I want to do a truck show. And he goes, what do you got any ideas or got anything, you know? I'm like, we talked about it over and over and over again, you know, and I know he probably talked to other people too, but we talked quite a bit about getting it started because he knew I'd been showing for years and prior to that. And we went back and forth on a lot of different things, and I think he did a great job. He you know, when you think, okay, I'm gonna start this show, and you're out in the middle of a airfield here, there's all kinds of space, plenty of room for it, great venue as far as that's concerned, you know, and I'm like, you don't know how things are going to go, but what's cool about it is it's grown from, you know, the first time we might only had 15, 20 trucks here the first year. I don't remember how many there were. There wasn't that many. We were all out here on this blacktop right here. Everybody was parked right here. That was here that first year, but then it's just grown from there so much. It's just really crazy. But,
That's great.
Been good, been really good.
No, I love it.
I'm not disappointed for sure. Tom was adamant about it being a 3-day show. I kind of tried to talk him out of that a little bit, but now I kind of enjoy that it's a 3-day show because you've got your whole day Saturday. You don't have to worry about trying to pack up and leave Saturday night. You can just pack up and leave Sunday. So it's really kind of handy for that matter.
I love it, brother.
And I get that. You know, he was very adamant about that being a 3-day deal. So, and I think he did the right thing. You know, you never know, but I think he did the right thing. So.
That's cool, brother.
We're good.
I'm glad to get you because for you to see the start of it,
right,
and where it is now.
Perfect.
That's amazing.
I mean, it is, and I only missed the 1 year, and I hated that. Well, it just tore me up. But my truck I had to work on my truck that year, and I just couldn't make it.
I gotcha.
And it was tore apart, and I just couldn't make it. But every other year I've been here, and I always help him with judging or, you know, whatever happens, all the different things about the show. I always help Tom every year, whatever he needed while I was here. So
that's great, brother.
Yep.
Well, thank you.